Dear students, welcome to 10th standard biology class. Today we are going to learn about uptake and translocation of minerals and ascent of sap. Before we enter into the topic mineral uptake, we must know about active and passive transport. Passive transport is the movement of molecules across the membrane without the help of energy. In passive transport, movement of concentration occurs down the gradient, that is, from high to low concentration to maintain equilibrium. Diffusion and osmosis are examples for passive transport, in which water molecules and minerals are transported from higher concentration to lower concentration without the help of energy. Active transport is defined as the movement of molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration. Energy rich molecules, ATP, produced in the mitochondria during the cellular respiration, are used in this process. Active transport utilizes energy rich molecules, adenosine triphosphate, that is ATP, to pump molecules against a concentration gradient. In short, the active transport can be defined as a movement of molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration. As it is an uphill transport, energy is required for this process. Active transport is carried out by membrane bound proteins. These proteins use energy to carry substance across the cell membrane, hence, they are often referred to as pumps. These pumps can transport substances from low concentration to a high concentration. Let us compare both the transport with examples. Look into the slide. It is a passive transport. Energy is not required to move from high to low. Whereas in active transport, movement of molecules from low to high requires energy. For example, to climb up in ladder, we need energy. Next, mineral uptake. Plants depend on minerals from soil for its nutritional requirements. Important minerals are present in soil. All minerals cannot be passively absorbed by the roots. The concentration of some minerals in the soil is usually lower than the concentration of minerals in the root. Therefore, most minerals enter the root by active absorption. This needs energy in the form of ATP. Then it is transported to all the parts of the plant through xylem along with water. Next topic is ascent of sap. The upward movement of water and minerals from roots to different parts is called ascent of sap. Ascent of sap takes place through the xylem. A number of factors play a role in ascent of sap. First factor, root pressure. Water from soil enters the root hairs due to osmosis. This water makes the cells rigid and increase the pressure. This root pressure is responsible for pushing water for a short distance, but it cannot support ascent of sap in trees. Another important phenomenon caused by root pressure is guttation. Dews are water droplets on the leaves of grass, seen in the early mornings when the climate is humid and excess of water is present in the plants. The excess water is exudated in the form of liquid. This is due to root pressure. This phenomenon is called guttation, which takes place through specialized cells called hydrathodes. Another factor for ascent of sap is capillary action. Water or any liquid rises in a capillary tube because of physical forces. This phenomenon is called capillary action. In the same way, in stem, water rises up to certain height because of capillary action in the xylem. Third factor is adhesion and cohesion. Water moves upward through xylem because of cohesion of water molecules. Cohesion is the force of attraction between molecules of water by hydrogen bonding. So, cohesion helps the water column move in the xylem without break. The force of attraction between the molecules of different substances is called adhesion. Water molecules stick to a xylem because of force of adhesion. So water column can move in xylem without break. The fourth factor is transpiration pull. Transpiration is the evaporation of water in the plants through the stomata in the leaves. Stomata are the small openings found in the lower part of the leaf. Transpiration through stomata creates vacuum, which creates a suction called transpiration pull. The transpiration pull sucks the water column from the xylem tubes, and thus water is able to rise to a great heights even in the tallest plants. The most accepted theory that explains ascent of sap in all types of plants is transpiration pull theory. Thank you, students. We can meet in next class.